Hello and welcome back to another Wednesday Walking on Air. And this week, this is series part number 2. I'm going to answer last time's questions. If you missed them, they were: how do we control pitch, roll and yaw in a weight shift microlight? And the other question, and this is taken from the training workbook in Australia. The other question: what do the following airport symbols indicate, and where at an airfield may they be found? Now we had one person answer. Thank you, Flying Cub, and your answers are correct. I haven't actually checked exactly, but I'm pretty sure you're right. His answer reads as follows, and that is that the weight shift is controlled, question number 1, the weight shift is controlled by weight moving, okay, so as it says, weight shift, but using the control bar on the wing, we pull our weight to the left or to the right, and that changes the roll, and pushing the bar out causes the aircraft to climb or slow down, and pulling the bar in causes the aircraft to accelerate or descend. Now power, of course, is controlled by the throttle, which again, just like any aircraft, is controlling climb and descent, and you also have minimal to no control over the yaw, because a microlight or weight shift aircraft, flex wing for those guys in the UK, doesn't have a rudder. Okay, so there's no real yaw control. The other question was the white X. What is a single white cross? Sorry, we'll call it X or cross. That means the runway is closed, more or less. That's pretty much what it means. Flying Cub, you went into a little bit more detail than I expected. As I said, I haven't checked that out, but there's yellow crosses, and there's a slamming door, and there's, you know, okay, so there's that. Double white cross is glider operations are in progress, so be aware of that. And the dumbbells mean that soft surfaces or grass surfaces are not in use due to being too wet or some other reason, but basically remain on the hard surfaces. Where can those symbols be found? Normally at the primary windsock at that airfield. Be ready for another door bang, I should have closed it. So this week's question, I'll be right back. And we're back, and through the magic of editing, you didn't have to wait for me to return, did you? So we'll go on to the next 2 questions. These are really simple, some of these, but the book will get more complicated, and some of it relates to cross-country, everything to do with learning to fly a microlight and weight shift, and a lot of other aviation as well. So basically the idea is that we can help each other out. Put your answers in the comments for people learning to fly, and maybe for some of us that need a bit of a refresher. I'm certainly going to get a refresher by doing this, but some of us have forgotten some of these things, and some of them, as I said, are very basic, and some are probably things that you might have to look up again. So what is airspeed? I'll give you the other ones as well that are here. What is ground speed? So A, what is airspeed? B, what is ground speed? C, what is wind velocity? Okay, we'll leave it at those there. Actually, I'll give you the other one, and that'll be enough questions for this week. The other one is question 1.5. With airspeed at 50 knots and a wind speed of 10 knots, what would be the ground speed? A, flying into wind, and B, flying downwind. Pretty straightforward, elementary kind of questions today, so you should be able to answer these ones. And I will give you recognition next week, when we do next week's Wednesday Walking on Air quiz for the week. We'll give you a bit of a shout out if you answer the questions correctly. And please don't be embarrassed if you get the questions wrong. We're all here to learn or refresh and help each other out, especially those that are now becoming new pilots. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Walking on Air with CrayonBox. Bye for now.